If you had access to a tool that could help improve your sleep, maximize your focus, reduce anxiety and depression levels, or support kicking an addiction, how fast would you start using that tool? Mindfulness is an incredible tool that can do all of this and so much more. Mindfulness is a mental state of awareness characterized by paying attention to the present moment without any judgment. It involves being fully engaged in the present experience, observing thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise without getting caught up in them. Mindfulness can be practiced throughout the day in various activities such as eating, walking, or interacting with other people. Mindfulness is being aware and accepting where we are here and now. Even though there's some overlap between meditation, there's actually a little bit of a difference. Meditation refers to a set of techniques or practices aimed at cultivating mindfulness and developing specific qualities of the mind. Meditation involves intentionally focusing one's attention on a particular object, such as your breath, a mantra, or a visual image in order to achieve a state of mental clarity, emotional calmness, and increased awareness. So in essence, mindfulness is a quality of the mind that can be cultivated through various activities, including meditation. Meditation is one of the tools used to develop mindfulness, along with other activities that promote present moment awareness. While meditation is more of a structured practice with specific techniques, mindfulness is a broader concept that extends to everyday life and can be applied in any situation. When you combine mindfulness with cognitive behavioral therapy, it's been shown to treat depression and anxiety just as well as medication can, but without any side effects. Mindfulness is also much more effective in the long term. It helps to rewire your brain and brings forth a deeper understanding of oneself. The goal of mindfulness is not to make you feel better, but to make you better at feeling. You feel the good, the bad, and everything in between. And this is an extremely healthy way to work with your emotions. The result of this will eventually make you feel way better. If you think too much, your brain never has time to rest. If your brain never has time to rest, it brings a wide array of issues that plague countless people. Not being mindful can cause distractions, stress, bad sleep, a cluttered mind, disengaged feelings to those around you, worsened relationships, and lower work performance. When you think mindfully, it's controlled thinking that you deliberately make positive and neutral. Consider this example. You're walking to your car after work and you see someone who's nicely dressed walk past you. The person's nice outfit reminds you of your current financial situation, which reminds you that you have to work even harder to get that raise, which stresses you out because now you're thinking of all the people you have to make proud by working hard, and then you start thinking about your to-do list and all the things you forgot needed to happen. Then you start stressing about the laundry, that one friend's birthday party you have to help plan, and so much more. The list just keeps going on. This all started because you simply looked at someone who was dressed nicely. Think of all the stress you just brought onto yourself by utilizing uncontrolled thinking. A more mindful approach to this would be to just notice the outfit, pay attention to the exact details in the moment, and move on with your day. Notice the colors of the outfit. Notice how the fabrics look. Pay attention to the feeling of your legs walking towards your car. Then move on. That's it. This takes a very deliberate and conscious approach to bring your attention and focus to the present things. The first practical step to being mindful is to not multitask. Be really intentional about how you execute tasks and what you think about while you're doing them. Really try your best to focus purely on the task at hand and not anything before or after. Instead of thinking about getting the task over with, think about how you're presently working on it and moving the thing forward. Some examples might be when you're working on your computer and you have multiple monitors. Many people love to throw up a show and they kind of half split their attention between the task and the show that they're watching. Try to eliminate one of those distractions and focus purely on one of the two. Another example might be you're eating something. Everyone loves to read and listen to music and have a show on and watch a thing on their phone, and there's a million things going on all at once. Try to pay attention to just the food for once. What are the sights, the smells, the textures, and the tastes like? Pay attention to how the food makes you feel in that moment rather than just watching videos on your phone all the time and rushing through the meal. The second practical step to being mindful is to listen very intentionally. Every time someone speaks to you, listen as if you have to repeat everything back to that person while you also summarize their key points. It's a little awkward to think about at first, but with practice, it actually makes massive differences in your listening abilities and relationship building skills. This is absolutely a critical factor in developing your emotional intelligence, which is a huge predictor in your long-term success. It'll help you build deeper relationships, become more charismatic, understand yourself more effectively, and work more productively with others, which will make you more money in the long run. The third practical step to being mindful is to be fully aware of your environment. Fully immerse yourself in what's happening in the here and now. Be aware of everything you're thinking and doing. When you stop at a traffic light, pay close attention to the buildings around you. What do they look like? How tall are they? How's the temperature in the car? How do your clothes feel on your body? What colors are the cars next to you? And what does the paint look like? Are there any smells coming into the vehicle through the windows? As soon as you start doing this, you're going to notice your mind completely start to wander, just like the example from the person who was dressed nicely earlier. This is when you actively, deliberately bring your focus and attention back to what's happening right here, right now. The very act of doing this in and of itself is so powerful for your brain and will literally start to rewire the neural connections. This one works wonders for me because if I'm going through something super stressful, upsetting, or even just something average throughout my day, it's really helpful to notice myself drifting and overthinking and kind of swirling, and deliberately and consciously bringing my focus back to what is happening right here, right now, in this exact moment. Go for a walk, go to the park, go skateboarding, go read a book, or do whatever it is, but pay really, really close attention to when your mind actually drifts and bring it back. It's like you're doing a push-up for your brain or a pull-up every single time your attention diverts, every time you bring it back, the exact present moment. The fourth step to being mindful is to practice meditating and journaling. There's a reason why I bring this up so much is because it's such a helpful tip for your mental health. A great place to start on this is typing in guided meditation on YouTube. You'll see countless videos of anything you can think of, and they'll guide you through the entire thing themselves. I also plan on doing this in the future here, so look out for that. When you journal, try handwriting in the journal at least once per day and talk about the things you're thinking about. There's tons of ways to do this, but I like writing around a full range of emotions. So I don't just write what I'm grateful for that specific day, but I also write what I'm anxious about or what I'm fearful of, or maybe something that's bothering me or a cool business idea I have. Anything and everything that's sitting in my brain and kind of weighing on me, whether it's good or bad or kind of in the middle, I make sure to write about it in the journal every day. Let me know in the comments if you practice mindfulness yourself. For those of you that are new here, my name's Jeff and my goal is to make psychology make sense. If you've been enjoying the content so far, any support for the channel would be greatly appreciated. I also have a link in the description below for exclusive psychology content. Thanks for hanging out. Mindfulness is an incredible tool that can fully transform your life if you actually practice it. By reducing your multitasking, improving your listening skills, being aware of the environment, meditating and journaling, you'll be well on your way to a more peaceful and grateful place. Mindfulness will not instantly make the pain go away, but it'll help you be instantly more in tune with the present moments, resulting in more life clarity and purpose. This leads to being happier and more fulfilled in the long run. I'll be making some guided meditations in the future to help improve your mindfulness as well. Pour into this and make an effort to focus on your mental health. your future self will thank you endlessly. If you're interested in other topics in psychology, be sure to check out my last video on burnout. So for all things psychology to help you think, feel, and perform better, stay tuned right here on Psychology of Living.